Hello, everyone. I see some people starting to come in now. Welcome back. If you're familiar with Black Balance Fitness TV, welcome in. If you are new, this is a live filming of the Financial Fitness Forum. Tonight's episode is titled Toxic Mentalities Lead to Harsh Realities, and I hope you all enjoy the show. I'm going to dive right in. Let's discuss differences in mindset. For example, strong mindset versus weak, rich versus poor, follower versus leader, employee versus entrepreneurial mindset, success versus failure. Which of these mindsets provide for the most healthy and balanced lifestyle? What thought processes add value to your life and the lives of those around you, and which ones lend their energy to generational poverty and mental stress? How does the way you think affect your pocketbook? With our net worth being so closely tied to our purpose, our clarity and vision for our lives, hard work or the lack thereof by ourselves or by those that come before us means sustainable generational wealth depends greatly upon the development of personal identity, and who you honestly believe you can become, whether that be big or small. When it comes to business, I think you will hear any successful entrepreneur say that mindset is everything. So let me tell you all a little bit about myself, and why I started Black Balance Fitness and Nutrition, and how I think some simple changes in mindset and mentality can allow us to elevate more quickly. I am a stay-at-home mom. Starting this year, I'm from the West Coast. I am homeschooling and running a family of home-based businesses and a YouTube channel, Black Balance Fitness TV, where this video will be uploaded later on, so you can always come back and watch if you missed it live. I promote my drop shipping websites, mainly my sporting goods online store, blackbalancefitness.com, across several social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube, alongside this financial literacy blog that I have newly started. The Financial Fitness Forum is quickly becoming one of my most watched and most popular shows, especially the Facebook Live show, Interview with a Boss. I will be posting the link into the comment section of these videos, and if you watch this video on YouTube, you can find the links to all of my websites in the description box. I'm a licensed agent working with a great group of entrepreneurs and a very reputable company that allows me to both franchise and personalize on an opportunity that can be capitalized on by many people for many years. The financial industry is a strong industry that I don't see I don't see a point in the future where people won't care about their money or won't need to, invest in themselves and in their families. Financial services is something that in this capitalistic society we have to invest in. So I do episodes and interviews to disseminate information allow for growth and expansion, not just of my business, but of myself. Um, I say on some of my YouTube videos, especially in my video titled "The Mission Statement," that I started this whole channel, these businesses, as a way to connect with people in my community and share my journey of healing and growing in my own life, and encourage and inspire others to do the same. Um, so, building towards my personal goals of helping families and individuals become more physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially secure in these upcoming years is my biggest goal. It's my life purpose. Um, so, getting back to why we're here talking about mindset, um, I'm going to give three personality traits or that I think we need: structure, discipline, and leadership development. Those are the aspects that I think separate an employee mindset from an entrepreneurial mindset. Um, how you start something is how you'll finish it. So, you know, the question is, how strong is your self-determination? Um, how strong is your faith in yourself? Um, do you need constant micromanagement of your life and your goals? Like, it is, if that is what you feel like you need someone to manage your life in a perspective of following the societal flow of, financial growth. I think that most of us are taught to sort of, go to college, go out, get a job, do, those things, and it doesn't necessarily amount to what we need to actually fulfill our life purposes or to live not necessarily wealthy, but even a comfortable life in these days. And so I think it comes down to individualizing these things for ourselves. Which habits can you key in on that need some work? Changes are not only necessary but inevitable. But I think it's how these changes are initiated and navigated through that greatly affects the outcome of your goals, be it good or bad. The choice is yours. Are you willing to invest in yourself and the people around you, or will you continue the cycle of broken dreams, of feeling like I'm just gonna work until I can't anymore, and then retire on this $800 pension or $600 Social Security? Like, anybody could actually live off of that. And I think that we need to meditate on how making the switch from a follower mindset to a leadership mindset can take your estate from a poor outlook to a richer one, for your family's future, most especially. I think it's time to introduce ourselves to a new perspective. Being intellectual or knowledgeable doesn't imply that you know it all, or that you should, being a leader doesn't mean that, you don't continue to learn. I think that the key to making and keeping important business relationships is to be open to new information and learning new things. What can really advance your career is to stay open and coachable to those around you, who have paved the way for your success in your particular field and others. Even the newest, most innovative ideas piggyback themselves off of previous inventions. One of my favorites that I learned about was like a tattoo gun. The tattoo pen was originally supposed to be an automatic inkwell pen that didn't quite pan out, and a man saw it, and he was able to modify it and make something that was totally new and opened a lot of doors for a lot of people, a lot of artists. And it only makes sense to follow a system that has already been proven, or like I said, can be modified for your personal growth. And this is why a leadership mindset is the first step to success. Failure or success depends on how either proactive or reactive you are to the situations that happen around you, that may require maturity and accountability, and that especially comes into play when you're dealing with finances, especially long-term financial planning. Are your actions today guided and aligned with your goals for the future? And do your future goals lead to the greatness of your family legacy? Some extremely toxic and counterproductive statements that I've been hearing regarding legacy building and generational wealth and leaving something behind for the youth have just completely blown my mind. And I just don't want to continue in the promotion of lack and mediocrity, especially to our children. Statements like, ain't nobody getting rich off my death, or when I die, put my money in a grave, for example, are extremely detrimental and a huge factor in today's financial crisis faced in our community. The fact that people have to go and do GoFundMe's and car washes and food plate sales and different things like that just to pay for, a proper burial, a proper memorial service for their family members is absolutely ridiculous, when it can be planned for. We may not be able to prevent the death, but we can prevent the financial fallout afterwards by protecting ourselves and protecting our families. And people simply aren't making the choice to do it, regardless of, the circumstances. When we get to a point where the majority of us can't afford to lend a hand to our families, and those that can refuse to actually help, we know for certain that we are fighting a losing battle in the health and wealth of our future as a community. Even with death knocking at our doors at an alarming rate, with disability on the rise and medical treatments on the decline, there still seems to be no sense of urgency when it comes to building a viable emergency fund for ourselves and for our families. I understand being optimistic and planning for the best future possible, which everyone absolutely should. You should be speaking positive affirmations every day. You should be doing vision boards, doing life plans, doing business plans, doing whatever you need to do to, stay positive and have that positive growth. But at the same time, you have to simultaneously prepare for the worst possible outcomes as well. And disability and death are big factors. They're very high on that list of priorities of things that could really cause a downfall in the financial stability, emotional stability, physical stability of a family, of a person, and I just, I want to be sure that my loved ones are cared for if anything should happen to me. And if anything shouldn't happen to me and I should live a long, healthy, wealthy, prosperous life, hey, why not be that rich aunt that leaves, however much behind for her nieces and nephews and a little extra for her favorite, It puts your family, not just personally, but our families as a community, as a whole, as a society, in a position to keep building, to keep winning. And it builds a foundation. It's a safety net, and if you do it right, you can not just survive the fallout, but thrive through it. And this is proven right now in these adverse times. People, businesses are still thriving, are still growing, are still producing at amazing rates. Don't wait. Don't slack. Get some action. Get to it. Put your energy, your effort, your money towards things that can not only help you build, but also protect your future. I think that there is a fine line between being pessimistic and being realistic. So I am going to end this with the advice to don't hesitate to invest in yourselves and don't procrastinate on protecting your future. Tomorrow's not promised. I had planned to open it up for a question and answer period. I don't have a little bit up and talk about mindsets and mentalities. Is the toxic, lack, poverty-driven mentality killing our societies, killing our wealth, killing our families? I say yes. I say it's deeper than just, whatever smoke screen is on the news today. I don't, it's bigger than elections. It's bigger than individuals. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than, all of that. It is because not only are we becoming sickly, disabled, and dying at alarming rates, we are failing. We're failing our children. We're failing our youth. We're failing ourselves. Unemployment is skyrocketing. Social Security is declining. In a few years, probably sooner than we think, there isn't going to be any government funding and government help. We're gonna have to help each other and help ourselves. And if we keep these selfish, toxic, lack mentality type mindsets, then we're really setting ourselves up for failure. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. Um, or at least I think so. Obviously, other people disagree because these, comments and these statements and, songs and actions and whatever are still out there. And, I guess I understand from. Nah, no, I don't. I can't really relate. Sorry. I can't. I can't relate to a selfish mindset that wouldn't want to leave something behind. Um, Even if they didn't have children, I couldn't. I can't relate to a mindset that is, oh, I'm okay with, barely having enough, or just saying I'm comfortable. You know, it's not true. And why be comfortable when you could be excellent, when you could have more than that, you know? Well, let me just give y'all my outro then. I am your host, Lamisha, my aunt from Black Balance Fitness TV. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Financial Fitness Forum. Toxic mentalities lead to harsh realities. I believe this will probably be part 1 of this series, and we will continue this series next Friday. Also, going into the new year, I have all new interviews set for Interview with the Boss. I am very excited for all of my team members and all of the new entrepreneurs that are, hitting the ground running for 2021. We have some big things planned for the channel, big things planned for the websites, and I hope you all continue to tune in. I appreciate your loving support, and remember to stay physically, mentally, and spiritually fit. Good night.